Hi guys, so I want to do a quick little video to explain to you where you're supposed to listen with your stethoscope or auscultate post intubating a patient. So depending on the ICU that you work in, you may do this as the bedside nurse or your RTs may do this, but it's important nonetheless to know how to do it and why you're doing it. So if you're intubating a patient in an emergency, you know how to make sure that the ET tube is in the right spot. Almost a chest tube. Oh my gosh. The ET tube is in the right spot. So the first place that you're going to listen, and this is not something that I knew as a brand new ICU nurse, someone actually taught me this too, is the stomach. So you're going to listen to the stomach first, right after the ET tube is in and you start bagging your patient, whatever. Listen to the stomach, because if you hear that the ET tube is in the stomach, you need to immediately get it out and then proceed with re-intubating in the correct location. So listen to the stomach. If you hear a bunch of like bubbly air, the tube's in the wrong spot. The next place you're going to listen to is your left lung. So kind of lower down here at the base, because an ET tube, if it's pushed in too far, it's most likely going to go into the right main stem bronchus, meaning that you would have breath sounds on the right but not on the left. So if you listen to breath sounds and there's nothing on the left, that means that the ET tube could potentially have gone too far in. So listen on the left first, well, first stomach, then left side, and then you are going to listen on the right side. So if you hear breath sounds on the left, breath sounds on the right, most likely you're okay. You'll still want to get a chest x-ray to confirm. You'll still want to use the little CO2 detector on your ET tube to, that changes colors if it detects CO2. But these are just extra ways to make sure that your ET tube is in the right spot. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next little quick tips video.